everybody, and welcome to the Non-Violence Challenge Day 2. So today we're going to be rolling up our sleeves and grabbing some ingredients, and we're going to cook a great plant-based meal in the kitchen. So day 2 is all about, our journey is all about embracing nonviolence toward the earth. And we're not just going to be talking about it, we're going to be putting it on our plates. So today I'm going to make you one of my favorite meals. It's cheap, easy, and you can customize it how you want. I think most people like this meal with chicken. I make it with tofu. It's better than you think, and I'm going to show you how to make it. But first, here's the ingredient list. So for this meal, you're going to need these ingredients that I showed you. And the first thing that you're going to want to do is take your tofu and cube it up. Now I did this beforehand just to save time. And then you're going to want to put it in a bowl with cornstarch. I use maybe about, dropped the tofu cube. That's fine. I used about a 1/4 cup of cornstarch for 2 blocks of tofu. If that doesn't fully coat your tofu, you might want to increase it a little bit. Then you're just going to want to stir it up. So what the cornstarch does is it gives it kind of this crispy, nice texture. I'm going to put just a little bit more on. And then you're also going to want to have your sauce ingredients ready to go. Okay, I feel like Julia Child. So now you're going to take just a little bit of oil. Now if you're trying to reduce the amount of oil you use, you can spray oil too, that's just fine. Put it on a hot pan, and then you just put your tofu on. Easy cheesy, vegan cheesy. And then you're just going to let that cook for a little bit. While that's cooking on a pretty high temperature, I'm going to go ahead and make the sauce. So the sauce is pretty easy. I don't really measure. I just use this they're called gluten-free liquid aminos. It's basically soy sauce, but it's gluten-free, because I'm a celiac. So you can just take, I think I have about a 1/4 cup of that. And then I take some maple syrup. Oh, here's that cat. I take some maple syrup and put that in. That gives it kind of that sweet tanginess that you want. And then I take just a tiny bit, like a tablespoon or less of this rice vinegar. Mine is toasted sesame, but you can use plain rice vinegar too. And then I'm going to stir this up. Yeah, this is cooking pretty well. Okay. Now I'm just going to make some rice. I have an Instant Pot, so I'm going to take some rice. I'm just making 2 cups. I've found if you're cooking for about 4 people, which is the amount of people in my family, that 2 cups is more than enough. I use an Instant Pot. You can put it on the stove. Doesn't matter. And then I take some broccoli. I found you can also use peas or spinach if you want. I like broccoli. Mine is frozen, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in the microwave. There. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and transfer some of this to another pan, because I've found if you're cooking a lot of tofu, you can kind of crowd the pan and it makes it cook a lot slower. So if you don't crowd the pan, that makes it a lot easier and it makes it cook a lot faster. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer about half of this over, and then we'll be able to eat sooner. Okay, so you're probably going to be asking, why am I vegan? So a large part of that is because I really want to practice nonviolence toward the earth. We know that animal agriculture takes up huge amounts of water, energy, and land. It contributes to deforestation, and a vegan diet, they've found that it generally requires 1/6 of the land that a meat eater diet does. And so going plant-based really reduces our carbon footprint and helps us combat climate change. This means that every time we choose a plant-based option, we're making a more positive impact on the planet. So I'll check back in with you when this is closer and more cooked. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your tofu after you've cooked it for a while. It should be kind of crunchy. And you're gonna put it all into one pan, and then you're gonna take your sauce. Now I put some water in this sauce just to kind of water it down because soy sauce is so strong. You're gonna go ahead and pop that in there when it's hot. And then you're gonna take, I made a small cornstarch slurry. This is just cornstarch and water, and you're gonna pour that in slowly. That's gonna help thicken your sauce up and kind of give it that body that you really want. You're gonna stir that around, and you're gonna cook that on like a medium heat because as it cooks, it's gonna thicken, your sauce is gonna thicken. That's Fred, my dog. And now, I'm gonna take this broccoli out and go ahead and put it in there. Oh yeah, this looks good. So the sauce is already thickening pretty fast, so that's really good. I made some rice. I found that this meal is kind of best if you have it over rice. And now, I'm gonna go ahead and pop the broccoli in. Honestly, it's done. This is a really fast meal. I would say it takes about 20 minutes. Fred. So this is a really fast meal. I would say it takes about 20 minutes to make. It's cheap, it's easy, it tastes really good. So let's go ahead and plate it up. So you're just gonna take your rice and put however much you want on there. And then take some tofu, put that on there. Make sure you get some broccoli. And that's it. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Be sure to stay tuned in for tomorrow's Nonviolence Challenge. It's day 3, so you're over halfway done. And thanks for watching. Peace out.